Happy Saturday, fellow Fan Duel. Sorry I've been away for a while. Just, busy work schedule. So, just want to apologize for the long gap in videos. I'm going to try my best to at least keep these videos at least every 2 to 3 days. It's definitely going to be hard for me, work schedule and all, to be doing it every day. But just, stay, frequent, not forgotten. I can't go on with like a video here and then like 5, 6 days later. Got to be out there, showing my content and doing my best to express myself out there. So, actually, today's weekend, well, today and tomorrow, the weekend schedule is episode 3, which is right now. Welcome to episode 3 of Grade A Fantasy. Episode 4 will be coming up soon. I've had enough time to go back to back and work on 2 show ideas. So, as soon as I go with this, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna pretty much get that next video set. That, just for a sneak peek at it, that's gonna be the first out of the 4 to focus more on the Fan Duel Sportsbook. So we're actually going to be picking some games where I will give you my 3 grade 8, 3, not 3.5 or 4. I'll give you 3 grade 8 picks of mine that I think y'all should start with NFL Week 1. Just 3 picks that if you want to use that, you can use it, or start those 3 picks to build your parlay or whatever goal or whatever, so forth. So, but let's get on with episode 3. Episode 3 is more DFS news with a little injury report and what impact they have. And a couple of these news already impact a couple of the videos that I did last week. So first and foremost, one of my main guys that I'm high on, I'm probably going to have to drop him down, but if he's out, then I know it's going to highly impact 3 guys. And we're talking about my man, Michael Thomas. Now, yes, this news came out earlier this week. It's Saturday today, or Saturday as I do this video. But, Michael Thomas is dealing with a slight hamstring tweak. This happened early in the week, so at the duration when he had it, that hamstring tweak now has 3 weeks. The last couple of practices, he doesn't even have his jersey on. He's on the sideline, doing very light drills to little to nothing at all. So from that hamstring tweak, he has 3 weeks. About right now, with it being the weekend, he pretty much has 2 weeks to get himself ready. So for my man Mike Thomas, who's one of my main sleepers, who I think should, benefit, have a little chip on the shoulder for being out. If he's out, then this automatically, whether if he's playing or not, you're playing Kamara. I mean, irregardless, you're gonna play Kamara regardless. But if he's out, then you could definitely go 3 ways of and the three receivers behind him are all cheaper. So Michael Thomas is 6'2", if I remember properly, because obviously I've been talking about him a lot. He's 6,200. If he's out, you're looking at Jarvis Landry, who's 5,700, Chris Olave, the rookie, at 5,000, and probably the guy that I would probably go with, because he has big playability and can play underneath, like Landry. Landry probably be the possession receiver with Thomas, and Olave has a lot of talent. They expect the rookie wide receiver to do a lot on the opposite side of Michael Thomas, but Chris Callaway from last year. Yes, the offense wasn't that great. When he got a chance, he produced okay, but he has big playability, and most importantly, he's 4,900. If Michael Thomas does not play, I'm going Chris Callaway's way. I'll either go Chris Callaway or the rookie Olave. But regardless, I will definitely be going Kamara, regardless of anything. On top of that, the next bit of fantasy news that also affects some of my picks from episode 2, when I was talking about the Jaguars, and I spoke about the defense in episode 1. The Commanders. Chase Young is out for 4 weeks on the PUP list. The Washington defensive backfield is not that good. It still stands for improvement. We'll see how they progress this year. Front 7 for the Redskins, very solid. But if they don't have Chase Young, that front 7 is not that strong. That uptakes my liking in Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and even some of the weapons on the Jaguars with Christian Kirk. So yeah, Chase Young out for 4 weeks on the PUP list, right with a right ACL tear. So that right there automatically changes one of my things where, yes, it's still a solid defensive run front, and they can get pressure on the quarterback. But without your best pass rusher, I will not be touching the Redskins defense as a form of saving money for the defense special team slot. They're totally out. Chase Young is out for the first 4 weeks. I will not be touching them. And yeah, that's an uptake on also not only the Jaguars' weapons, but that's also an uptake on the the Jaguars defense as well. That just makes me a little more secure in picking them. If I choose to plan to pick them or whatever, you're still gonna pick one of the high defenses or whatever, like Indianapolis, the Saints, or whatever the case is. But if you were thinking of a budget defense or whatever, no Chase Young is still a suspect defensive backfield. Won't be touching Washington at all. As we go forward with that, here's some other big news. Now, this automatically probably makes him the number one play if none of his top two running backs are going to play, and that would be Lamar Jackson. Gus Edwards is now on the PUP list. He's definitely going to miss the first 4 games. J.K. Dobbins is still doing individual drills, returning from his ACL injury, so he's not even doing 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 drills, non-contact or non-contact. So right now, if you're looking for somebody who definitely will be low owned, even if he probably gets the starting job, I don't think he's going to jump as high as like somebody like Alexander Madison or Travis Etienne, but he will definitely get some looks, maybe be close to double digits, maybe anywhere from 7, 8 to maybe 11, 12% owned. Mike Davis did a great job for Christian McCaffrey a couple years ago. Dual threat, power running back, good hands, could run the ball. 5.6K running back. So just look out for that name, Mike Davis. Look out for those two guys, Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Well, Gus Edwards is out. He's on the PUP list, but look to see if J.K. Dobbins makes that return in time to play the Jets. If not, Mike Davis might be a good low-key play because he's going to get a lot of action. I mean, yes, Lamar's the man, but they're going to do their best to at least not, have Lamar run all crazy because with your starting 2 running backs out, Lamar's looking to probably rush that ball anywhere from 10 to 15 times that day on direct snaps and or scrambling off the pass. So, and other than that, just to help out, a very mediocre, okay wide receiver core, he just got cut, 2 weeks ago, and then the Ravens signed DeMarcus Robinson. So, I guess that helps. I mean, he was cut from the Raiders about, 10, 12 days ago, and then he got picked up by the Ravens. So, DeMarcus Robinson, I guess people still see him as, he was part of an explosive offense, had a couple of good games with KC, see some talent. That's a wide receiver core that could definitely use some help. So DeMarcus Robinson is now a Raven, but I think he's signed for the season. I don't think they're signing him for him to like try out the last game of the season. I think they need the help losing Hollywood Brown, and they need the help. So I'm pretty sure that's a what's the term that they use in DFS? That's a dart throw. Like if he can launch the ball deep and DeMarcus Robinson gets one deep, one catch for anything from 55 to 70 yards, then hey, I guess he makes his value. But DeMarcus Robinson, new Ravens sign up, and yeah, there you go. So now we'll move on to the other news next. Now we'll also talk about some other preseason news that affects DFS. So now, funny thing is, I did get into about A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is one of my favorite plays for Week 1. But now there's talks out of camp with, yes, Aaron Rodgers has a big trust issue. This is a very young wide receiving core. So he's only really he's been talking positively about Romeo Doubs. Doubs, I think is about 5K even. And along with him, you got Sammy Watkins at 6.5K, and then Lazard is the one who has the most continuity with Rodgers at 5,500. Tanyan is not with the team yet. Well, he's with the team, but he's not doing any team drills. He just got activated off the PUP list, so it's gonna be a little iffy for at least the first month for the Packers wide receiver core. So this is why I told you about A.J. Dillon. But now with that news, I think either or Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon is going to be a great play. Aaron Jones is definitely the more all-around back. He can run the ball. He's just not as powerful as A.J. Dillon, but he could damn sure catch that ball. And I think he's going to get a lot of receptions. And there's also, along with that, with a depleted wide receiver core, there are 2 teams that you could actually mirror. Maybe they look similar like fantasy. You got Rodgers in Green Bay. You got Dak Prescott in Dallas. At least Dallas still has oh man, I can't believe I forgot the guy's name, but at least they still kept one of their main guys from last year. Pretty much just a bunch of young guys from Green Bay. So I think it's going to be the same thing. And there's reports from camp reporting about the same thing in the case of look for increase and somewhat different roles for Packers backfield of A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, and Dallas backfield Zeke and Tony Pollard. You might even see Tony Pollard split out with his receiving ability in the slot. They did say he played a lot of slot wide receiver in high school and college. So with the depleted wide receiver core, look for both of those running backs, both backfields to be very kind of a thunder and lightning kind of combination, and pretty much all of them looking way up, 3 to 5 receptions up for the first 3 weeks until they can get their wide receiver situation, straightened out. But with that, to go along with that, if you do like to go with a low owned guy, but I think he might be pretty popular. Romeo Doubs is looking like somebody that will be well owned. Not overly owned. I don't think he's going to be like 20%. But look for Romeo Doubs to at least be up there in the teens. I think so. High teens, low teens, whatever the case may be. But he's around, like I said, he's around like 5K. So, and a guy like Aaron Rodgers, if he talks you up and he's liking what he sees, he's going to throw him the ball. And most importantly, here's the thing about the Green Bay backfield. There was a lot of times I had, especially Aaron Jones in fantasy. And like I said, Devontae Adams had so many like goal line catches. Like he'll just plant his right foot, pivot, spin, move, or fade to the corner and get a lot of those inside the 5 looks. He did. He got quite a bit. No Devontae Adams. This is where I think you'll definitely like Aaron Jones, and you'll definitely like A.J. Dillon to pound it in. Like A.J. Dillon now with no Devontae Adams, the way that offense worked last year, you can look at A.J. Dillon to get like 2. I mean, it sounds crazy to say it, but he has the potential to get 2 inside the 5 touchdowns per week if they get it down there. Or swing pass to Aaron Jones when they have him in the slot and they have him in kind of like a running back wide receiver screen, which is one of his top plays on the team. That's one of his best plays. He runs that real good with Aaron Rodgers. But other than that, both of those backfields are going to be pretty busy. With more productive backfield, I'm going to give the slight edge to me. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Green Bay backfield. Aaron Jones and Dillon. Definitely like those 2 guys together. Other than that, we pretty much have like 12 days to go. So I hope everybody's doing their research and getting their lineups ready. Oh, I guess one more thing. I've pretty much gone from news early in the week up to the weekend. Today, I guess the only thing that was main noted that I found out was Geno Smith got the starting job. So, I mean, it made sense. He had the most experience with, the offense signals with both lot. I mean, that team has turned over. Defense is not what it was. That's another bad defense. But they still have that's an offense that's going to struggle to put up points. It just depends on how well Geno can get the ball to Metcalf and Lockett. Other than that, Seattle's the team on a rebuild. But yeah, Geno Smith won the starting job, and he's already the starter for week 1. So along with that, personally for me, it was a pretty okay day. It was a few days ago. There was a short 5 or 6 baseball slate. I did like $5 for the 10K to first. It was like a $4 entry or whatever. So I did $5. But it wasn't really about that. It was about gaining satellite tickets for the single game. I didn't do anything for the single game Thursday, but I got plenty. I got plenty more for the Sunday. And that one, I got like 21 tickets for the Sunday and maybe another 7 or 6 more for the Monday night game. So now I have 10 satellite tickets for the Monday, and I'm up to 9 of my tickets already activated from what I had before. So in general, in total, and for the few that I did buy, I have now 45 lineups to enter for that Sunday Millie. And yeah, looking forward to that. I think I got like 3 lineups down or whatever, but still got time to do that. And yeah, so going forward, I will definitely try to do my best to get these videos out more frequently, at least every 2 to 3 days. And then, or I'll try to keep it maybe a bit spaced out now that the preseason's pretty much over. Because after tomorrow on Monday, that's pretty much it. And then it's final roster cuts and who's going to make the pup list and who might come off the pup list and all this other stuff. And then, yeah, we're pretty much waiting for next Thursday. But obviously, I'm giving you all this news for the Sunday slate, so still got a little bit of time to get some stuff going. But like I said, for a quick preview, episode 4 will be uploaded later. It might be a little bit shorter than this video. Like I said, we'll be doing our first, well, our as in me, I will be doing my first, sportsbook episode, and I'll be helping you guys. Like I said, I'm giving you my 3 grade A picks, and like I said, you can use them, or you can use them to add to your ticket. This is for week one of the NFL season. No preseason, no MLB. This is for week 1. So hopefully when I talk this stuff up, maybe if you like the picks, you'll see in the sports book when you get these picks now. Because I will say one of the picks that I already liked slightly changed already. I think the odds stay the same, but the spread changed. So I will be doing that video real soon. Later, like I'll be finishing up taking my notes of what I want to say during the show while this video uploads. Gonna just do my best to try and keep these more frequent. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Episode 4 will be coming out later, literally within 24 hours by the time this gets uploaded to YouTube. So hopefully you'll be into that one. Like I said, that'll be more of a sportsbook episode. No DFS talk at all. Strictly betting. Pretty much it. I try to keep it straight DFS, but why not give the people what they want and, give them a little extra. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, other than that, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Time for me to finish up these notes for this next video, and episode 3 is done. Grade A Fantasy, signing off.